We're on.
All right. So, zoning board of appeals meeting on Thursday, May 12th. And we're here to hear
Yes.
we have to do all the administrative items. We'll do them real quickly.
Public
Public comments?
Oh, it's easily silent.
Good. We'll approve the meetings after, correspondence we'll do after. So, public hearing this evening is Bell Atlantic Mobile of Massachusetts Corporation Limited, doing business as Verizon Wireless, seeking a 6-month extension for the variance granted on May 28th, 2015, which is section 7.2 of the East Hampton zoning ordinance, for the construction of a cell phone tower outside of the wireless communication service overlay zoning district. Property is located at 51 Brook Street, zoned R4T.
Thank you. There were 3 variances that were granted as part of one decision. So, and we're very close to filing for the building permit. But the one thing that's just kept us from doing it is that when we went to meet with the electric company, they have to put in a new line. And they have to take down some trees, as you probably know. So
I'm aware, yes.
Yeah. So we didn't want to pull the building permit till we know that that's all settled and squared away with the building, with the tree warden and with the neighbors. So that's happening on Monday. So we were so close. We said, well, let's just take this step to be safe and not worry about it. So because May 28th, it's next week, so we thought we better do it. But it's been a busy year in terms of getting all the other permits and everything in alignment, which it does take about a year to do it, to get our NEPA, which is the National Environmental Policy Act, and there's a lot of steps we have to take under that, which we explained, I think, when we were here, as far as the Indian tribes have to sign off, and it's historical, and a lot of agencies have to review our application. So, and then we have to order the equipment and everything. So we're very close, like I said, and we're just here because we're probably weeks away from pulling the building permit and getting started. So that's why we would request the extension. And we're allowed up to 6 months, so figure just ask for it's a one-time extension we're allowed. So.
Well, I don't think
Questions,
any regulations have been changed since they got their variance. So based on the decision we made a year ago, I think the hardships we discussed a year ago still stand, and I would make a motion that we approve the extension.
Motion made.
I'll second the motion.
Second the motion. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Great, thank you very much.
That's
And
good.
you're welcome to come to the site on Monday evening for our hearing to look at the trees. So.
I will be there.
If you want, you should have gotten a letter
Yeah,
to
yeah,
say
yeah,
if
yeah.
you want any advance information, let us know.
I'm gonna meet
You'll be
on
there.
Monday
Mhm.
and see. I know that some of the trees were marked already, so, but I just need to look at, I haven't walked it. I was actually gonna do it on Saturday morning.
Okay,
That's in back of your house, right?
yeah.
In back of it, not.
Well, it's
in front of
further,
it, isn't it? Like the
it's
side
kind
of
of,
it.
it's further down the street, but it's still our property,
Oh, okay.
okay?
Mhm.
And then the dirt road is basically the dividing line between our property and the property where the tower's going.
Well, I would like to talk to you because I think there might be some limbs that need to be trimmed or something too, so that private conversation. But I don't think, we avoided taking down trees there, as far as I know. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, and if anything, if there's trees that are close to the power lines, here's an opportunity for me to have them trimmed.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was the problem, is that
Exactly.
Take advantage of it.
I went to see it, and they're winding
yeah.
through the trees. And
Oh, yeah.
So it is
Just
a
as
little
long
bit
as
of
it doesn't interfere with the blocking of the
Yeah, no.
utility light, because I like my darkness.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll be happy when you see everything.
All right,
So.
well, we'll talk about
But we're
it.
all, yeah, exactly. So, but good, we're all set, and
All right.
you'll know when we're
Yeah,
coming
I'll-
to do the building permit.
And we'll
So.
issue a letter from
Yep,
the board.
perfect. All right, well, thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, thank you for getting me out during the day.
Well, it works for everybody. I've got someplace I'm going tonight too, so it
Okay.
just worked out well.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Take care.
All right. Communications?
2 requests from the planning board, one for 184 Northampton Street for a special permit. It was a project, multiple buildings. There was a variance that was granted 2 years ago. So they're doing a mixed-use development. The zoning's changed, so they don't need the variance that was granted. It's expired anyways. But the planning board has received a different site plan than what the permit they originally filed for. They're asking for the zoning board review or comment.
Is that the building that at one time was a motel that
Yes.
they've torn down?
Yes.
Okay.
And the second planning board.
Oh, by the daycare center.
Yes. Okay.
So the original, just to refresh, was, there were 2 buildings on the property, making it non-conforming because zoning only allowed 1 building per property. They wanted to keep both buildings and, revitalize the property, change the uses and add residential, and, the zoning board granted actually there's a special permit pre-existing non-conforming,
This is
continued
not-
use.
it's very good.
And then the standards changed for the planned business development district. It originally required 5 acres to be a PBD, now it requires 3 acres. If you're planned business development, you can have multiple principal structures on the property, and their acreage for that site is like 3.5 acres or something like that. So they now meet and are now conforming, and no longer non-conforming.
There you go.
And it will look a lot better.
But they have new, but they have a new site plan, so that's why they're.
You don't like the falling down fence?
So, no other comments. And then this other one is for 84.5 Cottage Street for a deli and with site plan approval. Again, planning board asking for comments if you have any.
84.5.
Where is 84.5?
It's,
It's in that little
the
strip
theater.
mall.
It's what?
It's the old theater. It's
Oh,
gonna be-
oh, okay.
It's gonna be a separate entrance that's like part of, it's in the same building. If you look at the plans, you'll see it's, to the left, I think it's the left.
Okay.
Commercial storefront.
Okay, so they're basically gonna sublet a section of the theater to the left. Okay.
Yeah. And they're gonna be doing the deli in there, so if there's any comments or anything that you guys want to provide to the planning board?
We like restaurants in
Yeah.
downtown.
Gonna turn into Restaurant Row there.
Yeah. Brings people downtown.
Yes.
Good thing.
It is
I'll
very
tell
good.
you, downtown's really
Wonderful to see.
done really well lately,
It has.
last couple of years.
Yeah, so, all right. Any comments, questions, concerns, thoughts on that?
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Minutes.
Minutes from last month's meeting.
Will you have that correction?
I respect comment about what the minutes say.
So it was Linda, Tony, and Jared. So we only have 2 members here, so.
Do we wanna hold
Yeah.
and?
I don't think we can vote on it, we only have 2
Can't.
members, so.
Correct. So we have to hold until next meeting,
Yeah.
all right? Okay. Something we may wanna look at, I mean, we had a pretty good, easy turnout this early. Do we wanna look, I know that Jared and Maggie can't make it this early, but I wonder how early they can make it.
I think they said, I think it was 6:30 was what the earliest they could generally make it.
Okay.
Because the planning board was meeting at 7, and we moved it earlier to 6:30, based off.
We moved the zoning board to 6:30.
Right, so, and I don't 100% recall, but I think it was because at the time Maggie wasn't able, but maybe she was coming from Hartford at the time,
Yeah, she was coming
so-
from Hartford at the time, so, but next time we're all together, I think we may wanna look at this.
Yeah, and that's also something, that's something that can happen, that discussion can happen, in email. If it's just about times when people can meet and availability, that's actually an exempt conversation from open meeting law, so.
Okay.
If you want to,
I will preempt, I will get that going.
Yeah, As long as it sticks just to like, availability, then we're good. Exceptions.
And I thank all of you for your flexibility this evening.
I would love to have further meetings.
We got a party tonight?
I'm going to a concert with Calvin,
Oh, cool.
so.
I read the sign when I went through Northampton today. I have no clue who any of those people are. Oh, that's the first one I did, the one you're going to see.
Yeah, nitty-gritty dirt band.
Yeah, I kind of had a little bit of an idea who they were. Gotta remember now, I saw the Beatles in 1964.
On my way back from Ohio, we stopped at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You would probably,
Yeah, I've
would
been
stop,
Yeah.
Cleveland, pretty cool.
yeah.
there. Yeah, it's very good.
Well, if Cleveland's still standing after August, we'll go. That's the end of my political conversation there. So, any other business? Motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second it.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Thank you.
See ya.